Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name's Georgina Wright and I'm an intuitive eating coach with a passion for helping you say goodbye to food guilt and hello to intuitive eating freedom. So please do feel welcome to click the like and subscribe button below, and then you'll be notified every time I release a new video, which is Wednesday of each week. So in this week's video, I'm going to be talking about how to find your why for intuitive eating and how you're going to use that to support you through doing this work as you transition from dieting into being a confident and peaceful and joyful intuitive eater. Worked with many lovely clients over the last few years. One common theme that I notice when somebody first starts working with me and they're really new to intuitive eating is there's usually, and understandably so, a lot of fear around what happens when I stop dieting and how do I know that this process will work for me. So one avenue we can explore is that the research behind intuitive eating is absolutely fantastic, and on paper we know that it has great outcome measures for physical, mental and emotional health and spiritual well-being. We also know that diets cause a lot of harm, and there's a lot of research also that confirms that, and so examples of that are disordered eating, eating disorders, mental health issues, overeating, binge eating, undereating, you name it. Diets are responsible for so many issues that people face in how they feel about themselves and their bodies, and therefore how they take care of themselves. And that's before we even look at the very challenging impact that body image has on people that have done many diets over their lifetime, all of which was me before I embarked on this work. So just to normalise the fears that you have when you decide, actually, yes, dieting is really causing me a lot of harm and a lot of problems, and I do want to approach my health in a different way, will still be met with great uncertainty. You know, it's a leap of faith to try something different to dieting, because the world we live in and the society we live in is obsessed with focusing on intentional pursuit of weight loss, which is in effect dieting, and that the thin ideal, as it's known, is really the only body shape that our society accepts, very unfortunately, and it needs to change. So intuitive eating is a great vehicle for supporting healthy relationship with food and body, and being able to do it by becoming the expert of your own body. So being able to listen to your own inner wisdom and your inner hunger and fullness cues, and to be able to support your body image through being respectful and neutral. Those are the sorts of changes that you'll see by doing this work. The challenge, however, can be that when you first start, you're not actually feeling like that, and so you can see the benefits on paper and think, oh yes, that looks fantastic, but when it comes to actually start doing the work and you're still carrying your old beliefs around dieting of, you know, fear of weight gain or fear of anything to do with your body image and weight, it can really leave you feeling very overwhelmed and very uncertain as to how this would work for you. So I think the first point to make is just being really kind to yourself and starting to practice self-compassion. So knowing it's normal to feel that way, but also knowing that change is possible, and being open to change is the key to actually getting the health that you were pursuing through diets, but in a much more caring and respectful manner that doesn't focus on weight and body image as the outcome, but focuses on being caring to yourself, being compassionate, being gentle. And that's the main sort of foundation of the work, really, is self-care. So with all that in mind, your why for intuitive eating is so important, so that when you have those fears about not dieting anymore, you've actually got something that matches up for you with what's personally important for you, so that even though the research shows intuitive eating's fantastic, you need more than that, because you need to know that it's possible for you to do that. And it is possible for anyone to do the work, because it's healing work, so it's available for anybody. Anybody can do this work and get to where they want to be, but there has to be a willingness to change your beliefs, so that's really important. There has to be a willingness to feel ready to do the work as well, so timeliness of doing the work and knowing that you can make a commitment to making the change. And then, as I've said, we want to really empower you when you're feeling a bit uncertain, to have a really strong why for intuitive eating. And that's really key to you feeling supported and able to trust in this work and just move forwards with it, just one step at a time. Sometimes you'll feel like you're going backwards as well as forwards, and that's really normal, as is any process of healing in any aspect of your life that's important to you to make changes around. So just so you're feeling reassured, it's normal to go forwards and backwards throughout the process, but eventually it takes you to the destination that you're seeking, that diets would never be able to offer, because they're not set up to succeed. They're just set up to fail. So I've got a few examples to share with you that you can take for inspiration to help you decide what your why is for intuitive eating. So it could be something like, I want my life back, in recognition that the way you've been living your life around food and dieting has maybe robbed you of your enjoyment of social occasions. It may have made you even miss out on social occasions. Another example could be that you want to end the legacy of dieting in your family generations, so that might be really important to you. It could be that you want to end the feeling of food guilt and food obsession, and that you recognise that dieting was always focused around you feeling that way, and the toll it takes on your mental health. So that's just a few. The examples I had for myself was, I wanted to free myself of stress around food and body shame, and that was really important to me. And I also just wanted my life back. Dieting took many years of potential happiness in my life, over a decade of missing out on social occasions, or if I did go out, feeling incredibly self-conscious of my body image, obsessing about food, and then leading to overeating and binge eating, sort of as a backlash to dieting, which then also made me feel physically really unwell. So I had quite a few whys for intuitive eating, and I'm really pleased to say that I am now living a life of peace and freedom around food, without denying myself of anything, but yet honouring all aspects of my health by eating with variety and balance, and having a scattering of my favourite foods that I absolutely love but no longer hold any power over me. And I'd really love for you to know that this is absolutely possible for you, and if any of this resonates with you, you too can feel exactly the same way as me. And if you've thought of a why for intuitive eating and you'd be happy to share it, I would love to hear what yours is, what you've come up with that's meaningful to you. So if you want to pop that in the comments below, it would be lovely to read any of your intuitive eating whys. And so on a final note, one thing I've become really aware of over the few years that I've been coaching is that doing this work is really great if you have some support. So you are welcome to just click in the link below if you'd like to consider one-to-one work with me. However, I'm also aware that group work and having a community is absolutely invaluable to healing your relationship with food and body, and I really wanted to make something of an offer that could really help more people, and also be able to accommodate many people's variable budgets, because a lot of us want to make changes to our health and well-being, and actually it could just be that, you know, finances are the only thing standing between us, you know, taking action or not taking action. So I have been putting together in the background a wonderful membership called Nourish Your Soul, and I'd love for you, if you're interested in becoming a member of that, with my support, and you'll be surrounded by a community of wonderful women to help you through this process of becoming an intuitive eater. You can just sign up if you want to put your name on the waiting list in the link below. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will look forward to seeing you again in the next one.